high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. And we have a surprising matchup here today. What an opportunity for an unranked team to win the conference championship and get into the college football playoff with a big upset statement today. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. The Golden Gophers offense making their way on the field to open this game. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today, there's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yep, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team. Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, that's going to cost you.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's looking deep here. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
They'll try to add the lead now with PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Scarlet Knights offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Trying to find some room. It's Simon. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's caught. It's Burks. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Short completion. A third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch is made down the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Off the play fake on first down. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very explosive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field.
And there's the tight end and shows off his hands.
He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Can he take it all the way? He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Quick pass, the catch is made. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And it's caught. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And looking to throw now on first down. It's the running back in the flat. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass is complete to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pass rush closing in. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
And the offensive coordinator told us before the game, they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. They couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The Golden Gophers will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lee. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Short pass finds the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Now it's second down here.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a second interception today.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And the Golden Gophers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota. Methodical but effective. They're probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Here comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense.
Touchdown, Rutgers. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic that moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Ball carrier tackled there. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Play action here on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Well, they feature the fullback as a receiver there, Kirk, but the defense was not fooled. They're all over him.
I like the idea of trying to change it up and get the ball to the fullback because he doesn't get his hands on it very often. But it's
going for a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against the deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability. Hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. On first down, it's play action. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And Kirk Rutgers has the lead here. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. Tackled, but first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit. He wasn't able to complete this pass.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
When the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Trying to create here on the move. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. The Golden Gophers will have to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? It's a shotgun run call. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Looking for a gap. It's Lee.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. It would be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Fights through the tackler. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Throws it to the right. And he's got his man open downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Golden Gophers have 1st and 10 here. Hand off to the single back. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. With the catch, it's Jackson. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Movement here from the tight end. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Extra point try coming now. And the quarterback looking for the big tight end down at the goal line. 6 points.
Well, tight ends are a quarterback's best friend down here on the goal line. You can get the ball to them in so many different ways, whether it's off play action or just isolate them and let them use their big frame to box out defenders. Great play call there to feature the tight end.
And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession. And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line, it's Simon. Defense drops him for a loss. A tougher second down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Trying to extend the play. Finding space at the 20. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The offense really clicking here. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Grab behind the line, it's Simon. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Down he goes, a sack. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They'll give it to the running back.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Makes a quick grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass is incomplete, but a flag is thrown on the play. This one could go either way. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. It's a quick grab. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's reeled in. It's Simon. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Black. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. 1st down. Looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. The Scarlet Knights will bring their punt team onto the field. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. 1st half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this 1st down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Big Ten Championship. A couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this great conference. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten Championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And the Golden Gophers will kick it deep to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Graham near the sticks. It's Burks. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Scarlet Knights looking to keep this drive moving. And they hand it off to the back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just get 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. The quarterback keeps it on the option. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Second down after that previous play. Ball handed off. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's picked for a third time tonight. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I'd love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
The game makes it second and medium. Send the back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the fourth time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down, so it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
The Scarlet Knights will line up to kick it away. On to kick now for the fifth time today. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15th. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. And looking for a big play here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. You better tighten it.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The Scarlet Knights trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team to bring him down at the 16. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And they heave it deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And that'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
He's going to pull it down and run.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes the grab on the right side for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The Golden Gophers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And that run produces a decent gain.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Still no answer for this offense.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Looking to throw it on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
The sure hands, it's Simon. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And Kirk Rutgers has the lead here, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Back to throw again. Caught quickly. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So second down after the incompletion. He'll hand it off. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Makes the grab. It's Burks. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And the Scarlet Knights will send the punt team onto the field. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Breaking tackles. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Golden Gophers lining up here on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Catch made across the middle by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
2nd down now after the sack. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
They can use some yards here on 3rd down. A field goal try would be from 54. Handing off on the draw play. Oh, look out. The football is free. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. So here we go. One of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Hey, it went over. That wasn't one of the strongest kicks we've seen from this guy, but he gets the favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And who's going to score on the pick 6? Touchdown, Golden Gophers. And the sideline is going wild. What a moment. A defensive takeaway and a touchdown to take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Chris, I just can't help but think about how much work that both these teams have put in to be in this moment. And for this defense to make that play late in a game like this could be the defining moment, not just of this game, but of the entire season.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Grab down the middle. It's Burks. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Running out of time in the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a 1st down.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The offense getting closer to a game-time touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Boy, another nice throw by this quarterback. You know, Chris, he's had a heck of a day the entire game, avoiding mistakes, making good throws, giving his team a chance to win this game. And when it comes down to it, I want the ball in his hands with a chance to make a play to win it.
They get him down, but that's a solid game. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
He's moving out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
What What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, the defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Now, how do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his...
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Minnesota. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
And the extra point was up and good. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, preserve this lead. And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive to the 25. Here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play two passes. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Rutgers. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, it's a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? They chase him down, but a huge play on the return. Very fortunate that wasn't brought all the way to the house. Just a bit more, and that's a touchdown. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. It's good! What a way to win a conference championship. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.